Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead of them and their companies. I'm your host, Olivia Salmons, and in each episode, we'll uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, I'm excited to be joined by Mary Tate, the founder behind Tree of Life Health and Wellness, a holistic health practice focused on helping people restore balance, energy, and long-term well-being through root cause healing. Blending modern functional health with holistic practices, Tree of Life supports individuals who are tired of quick fixes and want sustainable health outcomes by addressing lifestyle, nutrition, mindset, and the body as a whole. Mary, welcome to Founders Future. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Olivia, for the invitation. I'm very thankful and happy to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here, and I'm excited to dive in and learn more about your journey. So, typically with all of my guests, I do actually like to start at the beginning. So if you don't mind taking me back briefly to what it was that you was doing before you started up Tree of Life Health and Wellness, and then from there, what was the motivation behind it?
Absolutely. Well, before that, I had gone to school for fashion marketing. And so I was a fashion marketing major. I was the manager of several department store sections and really worked in that field. From that field, I also went ahead and we got married. My husband and I got married. We're married 30 years. And we have 3 children. And as far as the motivation for my company, it's really my son, who is now going to be 28 next year. He was born with sensory processing disorder and had a lot of special needs that we were unaware of until we found out at 12 months of age what was causing some of his developmental delays and different eating challenges. So he's really the motivation behind my business. As he got older, we also learned he had ADHD. And so with all of these special needs, I felt like I really wanted to dive into the nutrition side of how I could best support him. So that is when I became a certified health coach in 2013. And that was my original focus, was helping him. And then the business kind of evolved from that and just helping other families with kiddos in this same genre of special needs.
Love it. So really, as you say, drawing on your own experience and helping your son obviously through life as you naturally would seem to do as a mother, and then obviously passing everything you've learned along your journey now on to others to help in that same situation. Such a beautiful thing
Exactly.
to do. I love that a lot.
Exactly.
So let's dive into that a little bit more then. So when it comes to Tree of Life Health and Wellness, like who would you say at this point is like your ideal client? So who do you love to work with every day if you could? And then from there, how do
Yeah,
you help them and how do you support them along that journey?
absolutely. So as time has gone on, we've all aged, and I have gone into the perimenopause, menopause stage. So that is where my focus is now. Women over 40, diving into what does perimenopause look like, menopause look like. Women now, I mean, it's a big topic right now, menopause, and all the things that were not even around 5 years ago. So I am also, besides being a faith-based board certified health and wellness coach, I'm also a certified personal trainer. And I just got my certificate for being a menopause coaching specialist. So I
Amazing.
work with women who are, 40 plus, trying to figure out what is going on here, because I went through that myself. And so that was my prayer, is to be able to help those who have been, I'm a little ahead of what they're going through. So then I can help them with all that.
Again, I love it. Just there to help and support people the whole way through. And menopause is such a big topic at the moment. And I think it's more so coming out of the woodworks on the education and on the knowledge behind it. Like I myself as a woman, 5 years ago, didn't know much about the menopause. It was just something I knew that happened as you got older. So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's so much more different than that. That's not, of course, that's the basics behind it. Yes, it happens as you get older, but there's a lot more that goes into it and a lot more that society doesn't really tell you, doesn't really care to educate you on until you're at the point where it's too late to educate yourself.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
what would you say, like, is that first initial thing that women tend to be drawn to or that you tend to help women overcome with on that first bump?
The first thing that even I noticed when I started on my menopausal journey is I started gaining weight around the middle. And
Mm,
that is what a lot of women see is their waist starts to thicken and they don't know why the things they used to do don't work anymore. Like, oh, I very active, right?
yeah.
Exercise, all of that. Um, Nutritionally, I feel like I eat a whole foods based diet. But no matter what I was doing, I'm like, what is happening? Like, this is not where I want to be. And so I started researching and realizing the importance of strength training in my own life because as women of my age, we were taught aerobics, all of the thing about cardio. Strength training was put on the back burner. And
Yeah.
now with research, we're finding how important it is. So the women behind us, your age, my daughter's age, you guys get to benefit from that. And what a blessing that is because we didn't know, growing up and we had no clue. So now the women are just starting to see that. But then again, there's that, how do I do this? How do I incorporate this? What does that mean for me? And that's where I come in and say, okay, as a certified personal trainer, I can write your exercise program. I can walk with you through this and set up what works for you versus diving into this big program that might be on social media and not having it specialized for them. And I can help them to meet the goals that they want based on their own life and what they can give to that.
I love that because it is such a unique experience to everybody. Because obviously, people may have a history in sport, and don't get me wrong, they may have done resilience and strength training throughout that. But some people may be very new to exercising,
Yes.
so putting imposing that on them is a big challenge compared to somebody else. And also, everything that comes with menopause, women are all different and have gone through their whole life different. So it makes sense to have a different
Right.
approach when it comes to tackling that and aiding it moving forward. So, what is it like to work with you then, Mary? Is this on like a one-to-one level? Like, walk me through kind of what programs that you have out there for people to help.
Yes, yes. So currently I do work one-on-one. I do have a group coaching program as well. But most of it is one-on-one right now so that I can really dive into each person and just say, okay, let's look at your the reason why you even want to do this. What are your whys? We have
Mm,
to find that out. That's the first thing. And then we look at their values and what do you value in your life? Why are we doing this? And what are your goals? Because if we just assume without asking, then we have no clue what
yeah.
is in the mind of that woman. So, and what is her life like? There's some women that are, have 4 kids at home, work full-time jobs, cannot do the level that someone who might be a stay-at-home mom and have kids that are teenagers, right? It's very different for each woman. And menopause, it can hit at 35. The perimenopause can start at 35. Some women might be thrown into it if they have to have a hysterectomy. There's so many different variations, so that's why I like the one-on-one approach.
Yeah. Again, much more, as you say, kind of finding their goals and having a tailored measure that suits them the whole way through, which is really nice. And also must be very supporting and comforting for them as well to know that you're there for that support all the way through their journey. And then
Yeah,
it's a big part of it is the unknown that comes with the menopause as well, because it does hit all the side effects are different for the women as well. So it's just having that, okay, this is
absolutely.
like I can get through this. Someone else has gone through this. I can do that as well. So
Yeah.
Mary, I'm intrigued as to find out how you go about acquiring your customers. So in terms of like channels and methods, what are you really finding most effective for yourself?
Yeah, so of course, social media is out there, and that is something I want to explore more of.
Mm,
Currently, I started a health and wellness ministry at our church. So that is part of how I am gaining some clients that way through word of mouth, testimonials, those things. So, yeah, it's been a journey these past probably 8 or 9 months that I've been doing that and just being able to support the women, locally through that.
yeah,
Of course, I always take online clients as well. I've had several throughout my career as well, taking online clients through just like we're doing through Zoom and being able to support them through that
I love
virtually,
it.
which is such a blessing right now.
Yeah,
That's technologies. That's
so
awesome to be
good.
able to do that.
Yeah, because as you're saying, it's amazing to be able to help people in your local network and in your local area as well. But to have that stretch where you can reach people on the other side of the world and know you're making a difference in someone else's life that is literally a million miles away is a
Right?
whole other blessing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
really trying to make use of that online space moving forward. And do you kind of have like, do you use your social media at all at the moment? Do you have like a base and you're putting like organic outreach on? And what's the plan with you in general moving
Yeah,
forward?
yeah. The plan is to really dive into more of that organic reach,
Nice.
and really, diving into where I can, Instagram, Facebook, those things, YouTube. I have all
Mm,
that as well. So just trying to see where I can
amazing.
reach out and implement that as well.
Yeah. Just key to really be top of mind when it comes to social media, consistency, making sure people refer to you and just see you
That's right.
that specialist, which is really cool. And Mary, do you have a team as well that you're helping out on the back end of things, or do you kind of run everything yourself at the moment?
Actually, I do it all myself. I do it all
Juggling all
myself
those.
right now. So yeah.
How are you finding that, putting out the fires, juggling the hats, and getting all the
Yeah, yeah, it can be challenging, that is for sure. So, I am thankful for platforms that do the AI-based coaching notes because
yeah,
that's been amazing. I love Canva. That's been amazing for me to make graphics because I'm not a graphic designer, right? So those are the things that have been my tools that have been helpful to me. Of course, Google Calendar, all the things that we do,
mm,
Zoom. Um, so it's made it a little bit easier for me to be able to wear those hats.
100%. I feel like starting a business now compared to maybe 10 years ago is a lot nicer with AI and all like the tools and applications that are kind of set up for founders at the moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. A real blessing for sure.
It's really nice. And I suppose Mary, what do the next 6 to 12 months have in store for you as you look to the future? Have you got any like new projects you're working on or any goals that you're looking forward to
As
achieving in
I
the new
look
year?
further, I'd really like to develop I'm really looking forward to a membership site. I think that would be
Nice.
something that I would like to get involved in having so that I can have like a hub of where all my things are, and then having people come in and have a membership site so that they can come in and have all these resources at their fingertips. So that's kind of where my mind is going right now. Just praying about it and waiting for the Lord to lead next steps. But that's kind of where I'm headed right now.
Amazing. So more like when you say membership, kind of like a community as well, right? Where obviously everything's in one place, but obviously I'm assuming that comes to that is the camaraderie of the group
Absolutely.
environment as well, so women aren't going through that journey alone.
Absolutely. Love that. Yep. The community involvement. That's why I like group coaching too, because
Yeah.
a lot of women, they'll be in their little, Zoom rooms and we'll all be talking and be able to say, oh, I went through that too. And oh, I didn't know that was a menopause symptom. And I'm like, yeah, there's lots of people that don't know what some of the symptoms are even at, right? So it's just amazing how many symptoms there could be attributed to perimenopause and menopause. So
And
yes,
yeah.
the community
I
feature is very important.
Yeah, I love that. And it is just knowing that you've got like a friend that's going through that same kind of journey as you. You may not have anybody in your personal or your immediate life, but knowing that you can
Right.
really rely on somebody else that is experiencing that journey and you're not alone in the world, is the nice part of it as well. Everyone learns differently, so it's nice to kind of involve everybody in that aspect of it. And
Absolutely.
Mary, where are you finding the biggest challenge for yourself at the moment in taking that next step in the business?
I would say seeing clients, making sure that I'm having clients as far as, you know, paying clients,
Yeah.
because a lot of times financially, it's hard to invest right now with different things that are going on in our economy. The nice thing is that people can start using their HSA and FSA dollars toward health coaching. So that is a new thing that's being opened up for people who are board certified. So
Nice.
that's an amazing plus for those of us who are board certified that we can actually tap into that and help people through those FSA and HSA dollars. So
Yeah.
that I do see as being an opening door to help people be able to financially, support them. When we know that finances are tight for people right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, 100%. Every little helps, as you say, in just making sure that they can get on board with their health and really take advantage of the services. As you kind of also see the sector like progressing, because health and wellness, especially I feel like women's health and wellness at the moment is on the rise. There's more awareness coming to it and more
That's
knowledge
right.
coming out of the surface. Where do you kind of see yourself positioned in that field?
The nice thing about being board certified is that we have a certifying body that oversees what we have learned and what we have done. We don't sell a product like some people,
Yeah.
you'll see on social media. We've had to gone through rigorous training. We have gone through rigorous testing. We have to have so many continuing education credits to remain board certified. So I think that piece of being a board certified health coach and seeing where they are going and what they're trying to do to help us is going to really help in the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years of even that. Because a lot of people don't realize what a health coach does. And I think that that's important. We don't prescribe as like a doctor. We explore what you want for your health, and then we help you get there with small steps and being accountable. Very different than a doctor who says, okay, yeah, you need to, exercise 5 days a week, and take in this much protein and move this much. It's very different than that. We're not prescription based. We are just wanting to empower our
Yeah.
clients to be able to move to the next step of what they want in their journey of health and wellness.
Yeah, I love that. And as you say, it's about their goals and it's goal orientated. So it's always in a progressive movement moving forward and not
That's
just
right. Yep,
fixing the
that's
issue at
right.
the point.
Absolutely.
Of course, I love it. And Mary, thank you so much for joining me today and for sharing your incredible journey and insight with us. Where can our listeners reach out to work with you and connect with you if they wish to do so?
Yes, absolutely. My website is the probably the best way to get a hold of me. It's Tree of Life Health Wellness.com.
Beautiful. Tree of Life Health and Wellness.com. Nice and easy. Amazing.
Yes.
And Mary, thank you again for joining us. And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to go and check out Mary, and do not forget to subscribe to Founders Future via wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and you're really looking to scale your business and you want to enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to hop on a call with one of our team and discover how we went from zero to $30 million per year in less than 3 years. But until then, keep on climbing, and we will see you on the next one.